This guy posted this morning on Google Plus. We're going to look at this for a minute because it's very, very important to what I'm going to say. A picture is worth $1 trillion. Let me zoom this in just a little bit more, people. House Minority Leader pictured standing far right speaks while colleagues play solitaire Monday night as the House convened to vote on a new budget. The guy sitting in the row in front of these two, he's on Facebook. The guy behind Hennessy is checking out the baseball scores. These are folks that couldn't get the budget out by October 1st and are about to control your health care, cap and trade, and the list goes on and on. Should we buy them a larger screen computers or a ticket home permanently? This is one of their 3-day work weeks that we all pay for. Salary is right around $179,000 per year for these people. Let me zoom this in. I want you to see these. See, they're playing solitaire. Now these are the same people who don't want you to text and drive. You know? Oh, you could harm somebody. Well, you can harm somebody by not having your mind on your work. Correct? Okay, let's go something else here. Last night, I got this out. John Adams. I was watching it. It's an HBO documentary, 7-part thing. You know, it's like Join or Die, Independence, Don't Tread on Me. You get the picture. And it's a 7-part. There's 3 discs. So that's what I was watching last night. Kind of a refresher course, really. I was looking outside here. I wouldn't say it's a beautiful day, but it is a day. Let's get this over here. That's a girl move patch. That's what's going on outside. It's been snowing since I got up. This is kind of like on the individual, your different rights. You know, when the rights of one American is abridged, then all the rights of all the people of Americans are abridged. We don't live in a socialist nation where the rights of the state or even the rights of the majority of citizens supersede the rights of the individual. I'll say that again. Not the rights of the state or even the rights of a majority of citizens supersede the rights of an individual. You know, you see a lot of ordinances go up. And I just thought about this last night. You know, you move into a neighborhood and your house isn't the best in the world, but it's yours. It's your castle. And then bingo, some guy buys the land next to you, puts up this great big fancy mansion. It's got a garage that holds about 12 cars. And then he starts complaining about you because you're driving down what his house is worth. You're driving down the price. You're not keeping upkeep like this guy can because he's got a lot of money. Well, look at it from a different standpoint. This rich guy pulls in. He's got this big fancy place. He's showing off all his wealth. And what he's doing is enticing criminals to come into your area to raid his house. That's how you put the shoe on the other foot. Oh, you can't have all those cars over there. You know, well, you know what? You're not throwing out cans out your back window and letting them pile up so that the rats can get in them. No. You're minding your own business and you're doing what makes you happy. Just because this other fellow's got a lot of money, he thinks that he can do what he wants. And he'll do his best to flop his money around and get the city commissioners to go, oh yeah, we got to get rid of this blight. Wrong. The Constitution defends them rights. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. To secure these rights, government is instituted among men, deriving their power from the consent of the governed, that when any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Now they added the 10 amendments to the Constitution to limit government even a lot more than what they had. Now they're only allowed certain rights. Congress only has certain rights. I didn't want to just, put up things that to give the government too much power. We're all created equal, as defined by our natural rights. Thus, no one has rights superior to anyone else. Moreover, we are born with those rights. We do not get them from government. Whatever rights or power the government has came from us. We have the right to apply our lives as we see fit, to pursue happiness as we think best by our own lights, provided that we respect the equal rights of others to do the same. Yeah, we want a free society here. We don't want to be, all these rights are enumerated in the Constitution. They have to follow the law. That's why they put all these amendments in there. Congress cannot pass laws to take away your firearms. They cannot legislate a right of way, and they're overstepping their boundaries when it comes to the things like this. And then these mental health laws. Who are they going to say that's going to question these people that they want to put away and take their firearms? Who is God that knows what's going on in somebody's mind? I don't care if you're a noted mental health person. You don't know everything, but yet you act like you do. You want to play God. You want to be important. You're not. You have nothing to do with this. Keep your nose out of everybody else's business. Just because somebody has mental health problems doesn't make them into a psychopath, that they're going to pick up a firearm and hurt somebody. It don't happen that way. Most of these people are quiet, laid back. They don't bother anybody. But the Congress, instead of looking at the doctor's point of view of all those medicines they prescribed to these people, they pushed all the blame onto the firearms, and that was the wrong thing to do. When you put drugs into a person, it affects each person differently, and they know this. They know this, but they refuse to look at it because they have an agenda. They're working from this platform of get the guns, get the guns, get the guns. Why do they want their guns? Because they want control. You can't be sheep if you're sporting a gun, period. Well, I won't go on and on here, but I would just want you to know, you have individual rights, and they supersede what the majority of the other citizens want. You got a right to live the way you want to live, just like I do. If I want to walk out behind my house, I live in the country, if I want to take a pee off the back porch, I'm going to. If I want to have a little bonfire out here and cook some hot dogs and some marshmallows, I'm going to. I don't need anybody to tell me what I can do and what I can't do. Every person knows right from wrong. Every person. But, sometimes things dictate that you got to be a little bit more meaner than normal. Never let the government push you around. Don't let them think that your act of not, how can I say that? Well, let's put this a different way. I don't want them to take an act of kindness or us not revolting right now as a sign of weakness. That's the wrong step for them to take. Thanks for watching.